I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck and say that being a content creator is a lot tougher mentally, physically, and time managementally than most people give us credit for. And that leads me and segues me into what I think is one of the most dead giveaway examples of a large YouTuber stepping away because of the hate that they were getting online, only to return to positivity and open arms from their community, and that is ShoddyCast. Now, you may not be familiar with ShoddyCast, and I'm actually just a newer fan from a couple of years ago when I was watching their Storyteller series. The Storyteller is essentially a Fallout 4 machinima style movie set where it showcases a wanderer who's telling stories throughout the Fallout world and making a movie series along the way. Essentially, it was really interesting, and I'm a huge fan of Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, which New Vegas is the best one. And so I absolutely fell in love with the series, and I subscribed to ShoddyCast. Now, after a while, the Storyteller, the new series, the new episodes from it, they weren't coming out, and there were more Fallout 4 or Fallout lore videos coming out, and I didn't really mind because I liked that kind of stuff. And the narrator was new. The narrator was somebody that I'd never heard of before, but they were doing a pretty decent job, so I liked it. But it looks like what ended up happening is that the original creator of ShoddyCast ended up giving away their entire channel, million-plus channel, to an acquaintance, somebody that was working on the videos beforehand, somebody that wanted the channel so they can do something with it. And they had the channel for a little bit. It looked like a couple of years making just random videos because they couldn't go back to making machinimas. Now, what he explains about not making machinimas, it's basically the same thing that has happened throughout the entire runtime of YouTube here, that machinimas and projects like that, they either don't get enough views for them to be worth it, or get copyrighted into oblivion, so they're not worth it. That's something that happens in the Star Wars space, the Dragon Ball space, anime, all those. So I can see why they didn't want to make them anymore, and it was really tough to make them. So the original team that was there making the Wanderer or the Storyteller series, yeah, they weren't there anymore. So it was just this guy, and he was doing the best he could. But throughout the couple of years that he was just basically making lore videos, he was getting a lot of stuff that he was the one that killed ShoddyCast, until eventually he stopped uploading altogether, proving to everybody that he was the one that killed ShoddyCast. And that's exactly what he's saying in the video. Now, in the video, he says that mental health wise, he couldn't pull himself away from the channel and the bad comments, negative comments. He was just so hyper focused on them and thinking about them all the time that it made it not fun to create any more videos, made it so he couldn't get out of bed and all that stuff. Now, I haven't had that extreme case with negativity on here because a lot of the time I've blown it over and I just ignore it. And if it's a genuine criticism, then I will take it. But a lot of the time when it's trolling and hate, I completely ignore it. But there have been, mainly this year, a couple of instances where I've gotten like, they've tried to cancel me kind of thing, and it's really scary at the time because you have a whole bunch of people that you've never seen before trying to cancel you. They never talked to you, they've never been on your videos, and yet they have this opinion of you. And so all that negativity really hits you really hard, and you try not to look at it, and you end up looking at it anyway, and it does fuck with your mental health. Now, does it stop you from getting out of bed in the morning? No, but I'm not this guy. I'm a completely different person. I have a completely different lifestyle and a different life and different things that the reasons that I work for. You know, I have children, I have a wife, I have a house, I have another job. Like, I have things that I need to work for, so I can't like let depression or whatever, I can't let that completely hinder me. But a lot of people, it affects them completely different, and it does hinder them. That's exactly what happened with ShoddyCast. It made him so he did not want to upload any more videos, but he returned, and a lot of people gave him a lot of praise and a lot of love for coming back and telling him, don't take it so hard. The trolls will always be here telling you you've killed their favorite show or whatever, because at the same time that you came on, the show stopped. But I would just ignore it. Listen, ShoddyCast, if you ever watch this video, which I highly doubt, but if you ever watch this video, just first of all, don't look at the comment section, the entire comment section, especially like the newer comments after like years of posting. I wouldn't look at those comments because a lot of the time that's when the trolls start filtering in, at least in my experience. A lot of the really positive comments or genuine criticisms are going to be within the first few days of your video being live. That is when you start seeing that kind of stuff. Past that, you get a lot of trolls, and trolls are going to be all over YouTube, so it does not, or online, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. So don't even worry about it. Don't search yourself. Don't look up the comments. Don't take them to heart. do what you gotta do. If I were you, with a channel that size that was given to me, I would just continue on my way. I would just continue on my way, making videos, making content, doing the best that I can. You can do anything with your channel. You can do Fallout, you can do Elder Scrolls, hell, you can do creepypastas, because honestly, when I first saw the logo and the name of your channel, I thought it was a creepypasta channel originally. So you can do a lot of different things with your channel, and I support you in doing those things. I'm a fan from before you were there, or you had taken over the channel. I watched the videos after you took the channel, and I'm still a fan now. So this is probably one of the most blatant cases of how the internet can affect you mentally as a content creator that I've seen, that is really instrumental and instructional to people who don't really know that side of it. So I'm gonna leave a link to his video in the description below in the top comment. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. This is going to be Sunscape signing off. Take care, guys.